Sometimes I just want a one-off quick challenge. One that involves a club that maybe I've got a little soft spot for. That club just so happens to be Anderlecht in Belgium. Now they've got a media prediction of 6th, so you can see they're in a bit of disarray. But actually, when you look through the squad, it's not too bad. You've got some big names in there. Kasper Schmeichel's there, Jan Vertonghen, there's Torgan Hazard, Thomas Delaney, some good experience. If you mix that in with the legendary Anderlecht youth setup, there's some right ballers here. But when I'm looking down the squad and positions, there isn't a great deal of natural width here. There's a lot of attacking midfielders who like to play inside, up front, but not out and out wingers. So, as far as tactics go, it's going to be no wingers, no problem. We're going to play free up front. So we're going to create our own style. So we've got no width, okay? So the width's going to come from the fullbacks, the midfielders, and the wider strikers. So fullbacks, let's say wing-back support, and then maybe fullback attack. We'll decide which is the best. Now midfield, this is classic this. If you're going to use a narrow system like this, I'm going to hit them with the classic double Mazzala. This guy's going to hold, but I want him to make things tick, so let's have him as a bit of a playmaker, deep lying. Now the key position's up front, so we're going to have 2 wider strikers, and I want them to drop off because they're going to be covering all these gaps here. So, let's hit it. We're going to try a double false 9. Yep, I said it, a double false 9. That means this guy is probably going to be the one we look to for goals, so I don't want him to move around too much, so I'm going to have a poacher. We're a good technical team, so we can have a couple of ball players at the back, and I want them to carry the ball a bit, so pretty much everybody's going to be dribbling that a little bit more. There's the basis of the tactic. That's what I'm going to try this season. Do you remember Kasper Dolberg? He was really highly thought of at one point, wasn't he? Ajax, then big transfer to Nice. It's never really worked out, has it? Let's see if he can get him in the goals this season. Now, Hazard's another one that hasn't really worked out for since he's moved to Dortmund. He's a winger, but he does have the capability, look at that, to play Mazzala. So let's retrain him as a Mazzala. Another guy I want to retrain, he's out injured at the minute, is Yari Vashirin. For me, he just oozes a perfect false 9. So when he does come back, we're going to make him another option of false 9. Mario Stroikens as well. It's time for him to rise to the challenge. He's going to be another one we want to see as a false 9. But yeah, as a starting 11 until other players come back from injury, I like that. So the Belgium League's a short one, 16 teams, so you play 30 matches and then it breaks off, doesn't it, into a championship group. So that is obviously the first aim. If you look at Anderlecht's recent history, 11th last year, 3rd, 4th, 3rd. They haven't been at the peak of Belgium for, well, since 2016-2017. A further challenge for this one season hit is no transfers at all. The squad's a decent size, we don't need to bring anybody else in. And if we need to delve into the development centre, there's loads of talent down here. In fact, Anderlecht is a cracking long-term save if anyone's looking for one. So, first game of the season, it looked promising. The front players linking up and providing the width, that's what I wanted. 2-2, we gave away too many chances though, so we make a couple of tweaks to the team instructions. Following those tweaks, we started to hit full gear. A highlight of which was against high flyers Genk. Thumping 4-0 win, that's what I'm talking about, and look at the match stats. We were really starting to find our groove now, and we played big rivals, Club Brugge. Look at the link-up play, and there's the Mazzala Hazard. Another thumping win, and it could have been loads more. Here's the tactic we've gone with. You can see the link-up between the front three. Looking beautiful. That's what we all love to see. Team instructions are down the side there. This tactic will be in Patreon, but if you want it, later on, I'll fire in the player instructions as well. We lost our first game of the season away to Standard. The red card didn't really help. However, we didn't have to wait long to get our revenge. The link-up play was everywhere. The forwards were running riot. Performance of the season, 7-1. That's revenge, that. 3 strikers are there. Dolberg's number 12, 36 is Dreyer, and Lonvik is number 19. So Dolberg's a central man, and you can see the movement from Dreyer there. He's basically occupying that left midfield spot. Again, no winger, no problem. He's in that gap there, allowing Dolberg to surge through. Lovely. That's where your width comes from. Following that result, there was a little hiccup away to Antwerp, but after that, they went on a stonking run. This is Club Brugge away in the championship group, so these lot should be the best team we play, but look at the dominance that we've got. We're pinging it around. If I pause it there, we've got 5 options up front. Carry on playing. Through, and there's Dolberg again. He is back, baby. A 5-1 away win, that's our performance of the season. Even better than that 7 goals against Standard. Bruges must be sick of the sight of us because they came to our home spot and Dolberg was there again. And we battered them again. Seriously, the tactic was great fun to play. The league campaign ended like that, winning 23 out of 30 with just 3 defeats. And the championship group, we ended up winning the league by 19 points, scoring 113 times. Anderlecht win the league for the first time since 2016-2017. So a cracking result in our little one-season hit, and in certain games, we did drop to this during the match to see games out if it was tight, but that wasn't too often, to be honest. And Dolberg, he still gets injured a lot, but he did manage 22 goals in 24 matches, which is pretty elite. And Hazard in his new role, 9 goals and 6 assists. That's a bit of a result. But overall, yeah, nice little result.